I woke up this morning and the world felt different. Do you ever have that sensation? Like the air is charged, the pulse of the market thumping somewhere just out of reach, and something immense is happening, even if you can't see it with your own eyes. Today, Bitcoin surged, erupted, past $66,000 last night while the city slept, and now, as the sun is climbing, it's teetering just beneath 70,000. It's not a solitary tremor. Ethereum moves, altcoins follow, weaving an unstoppable current. Today is not like any other day. The shadow of manipulation darkens the brightest markets, but have you noticed a pattern? Nearly every day, at 10 in the morning, Bitcoin has been battered down by invisible hands. For years, names like Jane Street lurked in whispers, Wall Street titans rumored to be the architects of cruel precision, striking at 10. Yesterday, the veil was torn. Jane Street sued for alleged insider trading, dragged into the open. Today, 10 o'clock, no crash. Instead, a surge, a candle the color of envy, of hope, charting skyward, as if the shackles had suddenly melted away. We have lived under manipulation, sometimes not even realizing how the tides were controlled by distant, unfeeling hands. Jane Street, a name worshipped by some for their ruthless skill, now stands exposed. Rumors tie them to the coldest winter of 2022, when terraform Luna fell and an entire ecosystem collapsed. It's almost poetic, like the villain in a fable, unmasked at last, balance restored not by decree but by exposure itself. Within 24 hours, the mood of the market transformed, as if all that suppressed energy, all that coiled potential, was suddenly free to roar. This isn't just conjecture. This is the rhythm of real transformation. But it isn't just Jane Street. No, the winds blowing through crypto are more complex, more tangled than any one story of wrongdoing. Today, inside the hallowed halls of the Senate, lawmakers are battling, not with fists, but with words and votes, over the future of a bill that could define everything. The Clarity Act. Democrats are feeling the pressure. The time of dismissing crypto as a shadowy playground for speculators is ending. The world is shifting. It's becoming politically dangerous to stand against innovation. Should Bitcoin, with its wild, metallic heart, be a partisan question? Isn't being against Bitcoin like standing against the dawn, or clutching to silence when the age of AI, of smartphones, of digital possibility is waking, inevitable? Regulation, yes. Mindful, clear, thoughtful. But opposition? It's like standing on the shore and telling the waves to turn back. From 10,000 to 80,000, this is the arc of a single decade. Michael Saylor soared to riches on this rising tide. Why should that wind only blow beyond our borders? Why should American ingenuity and hope be left adrift, jobs and futures claimed elsewhere as we stand, arms folded, against the relentless march of time? Even the camp of the former president watches, urging action, clamoring to move this bill forward with a sense of urgency that crackles in every headline. Names echo in these chambers, voices like Scott Bassent, fierce in advocacy, calling for clarity and structure. Because chaos is no longer a luxury. The United States needs rules, boundaries, understanding, lest we lose not only money, but momentum itself. Some dissent. They say, no bill is better than a compromise we do not love. But all the largest banks, all the other industry titans, now find alliance against this hesitancy. The world is changing, and the market, more than ever, demands order and vision. Think about this. Under this president and the last, the US has laid foundation after foundation, striving to become the planet's crypto capital. It isn't merely words or posturing. Real regulation, best practices, the scaffolding of a new order. For crypto to remain not a flash in the pan, but a cornerstone of the future, these laws must pass. Stakes are set with a deadline just before the dawn of March, and aim to enshrine these changes in law as April dances near. Smart money watches. Smart money knows. Let's lift our gaze from the short-term turbulence and see what the most cunning, shrewd, and hopeful minds see stretching out a decade ahead. Bitwise, with over 15 billion entrusted to their care, shares this conviction. The next 10 years will see Bitcoin not only higher, but unimaginably so. Past 1 million. Sit with that number for a breath, 1 million per coin. It is not a fever dream. It is a possibility within reach, not science fiction but an unfolding reality. Volatility, the violent lurches that can turn hope to dust overnight, has always been part of this dance. But this time, the tune is shifting. The backdrop is set by forces larger than any sell-off or panicked headline. Regulatory tailwinds fill the sails. Institutions, once wary, are stepping aboard. The hunger for hard assets, gold and Bitcoin alike, grows. All of these things are tectonic, slow-moving forces that promise not only growth, but seismic revaluation. This is not merely about Bitcoin or one digital coin. This is about reinventing money itself. Forget the fear. We are standing amid one of the greatest upheavals in capitalism's sweeping history. Now, things feel tender, raw. There has been pain. October's sell-off nearly broke the back of liquidity, stablecoin assets shrinking, ETF outflows hurting. The wounds are fresh, but under this surface, opportunity swells. For every drop in liquidity, for every ounce of fear, there are positive developments tallied quietly, unseen. This is mispricing on a grand scale. When liquidity returns, that is when the rebound will sing. Bitcoin is older now, wiser, but still so young, born in 2009, barely past its first chapter. It is not only words. Just now, wealth management giants, once implacable and closed, have begun opening their doors to Bitcoin ETFs. Merrill Lynch blinked first. The dominoes are tumbling. This is the new reality. An asset that was once whispered about in code is now spoken of in boardrooms and on trading floors. The very structure of finance is changing. Even Michael Saylor, known as a champion of Bitcoin, now gathers other names beneath his banner. Ethereum, Solana, with a vision of programmable digital credit as possibility, as metamorphosis. Imagine, a fund, a token, a balance sheet, a bank account, all unspooling on a platform. These are facts, moving, shifting, coalescing. The traditional systems, Nasdaq, the London Stock Exchange, even the vaults of Fidelity and Morgan Stanley, now listen, learning how to offer this new form of value. 100,000 per Bitcoin is the new threshold, the new psychological anchor. People will stare at six figures, get used to them, and then, inevitably, the question will be, why not 200,000? Why not 500,000, or a million? This is the inertia of belief, of momentum. Each new number, once achieved, becomes simply the stepping stone for the next dream. Bitwise's chief, Matt Hogan, is not shy. 1.4 million in 10 years, maybe less. 20 times from here. The logic is unassailable, money and finance, reimagined and rebuilt from the root up. This is a market larger than nearly any humanity has ever faced. And crypto stands ready, hungry, to devour it. Here is a secret, 95% of investors do not even own a single Bitcoin. As that number shrinks, as the pool of true outsiders dwindles to 90, to 80, to 70%, the price will not crawl. It will leap. If you are here, if you have any stake, however small, you are early. It is not too late. The window is cracked, the breeze is shifting, and the future is wider than even our largest dreams. The story of Bitcoin, of crypto, is our story. It is hope, it is rebellion, it is the raw nerve of possibility. Until next time, hold on to the dream. The future is now.